This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, y'all, man. Kawhi Leonard never wanted to stay with the Toronto Raptors. The Toronto Raptors was a layaway team for Kawhi Leonard. Oof. I know that one kept the foot on the what? On the necks. That one kept the foot on the what? On the necks of this cockamamie, we the North Toronto Raptors team. Kawhi Leonard never wanted to be there. You guys were a layaway team. You're a one in every century title holder. Let me say it again. You're a one in every century title holder. And thank you. And you should be forever grateful to Kawhi Leonard like Serge Ibaka. Serge Ibaka, every time he see Kawhi Leonard, he's always giving him a nod of approval, a salute, and he's shaking his hand. Let me say it again. He's always giving him a nod of approval, a salute, and he's shaking his hands. You know why? Because Serge Ibaka understand that if it wasn't for the claw, the Toronto Raptors wouldn't even be hoisting up a Larry O'Brien trophy, man. They would basically be a team that is not even a one in a 100-year title holder. Kawhi has made you, he's graduated you to that level. So you guys are forever thankful to this guy. But he was never going to stay on that team because it was a team that was pieced up in the last minute by Masai Ujiri to basically cater to Kawhi Leonard. The Los Angeles Clippers are a better team because Kawhi Leonard has power brokered and orchestrated the team off of his mouth and Steve Ballmer's money. Let me say it again. Kawhi Leonard has orchestrated and pretty much power brokered that team off of his mouth and how his bidding wants to go in terms of how he wants the team to look like in order for the Los Angeles Clippers to get him and Steve Ballmer's money. Remember, he's the richest NBA owner. This guy's worth like damn near close to $60 billion, man. He's not only just the richest NBA owner, he's one of the richest freaking people in the world. So this guy has the money to spend. And Doc Rivers, being a general manager extraordinaire, understood that in order for me to modernize this and to basically capitalize off of this opportunity, I'm going to have to give Kawhi Leonard the free opportunity and a free reign for him to be this power broker because I could see the intellect is there. See, people only talk about Kawhi Leonard in terms of his two-sided way of playing basketball. The guy's a genius off the court too because he pretty much orchestrated a team and set up a team that he understood with the right type of pieces that's going to be beneficial to his frailty and his mortality. You know what his NBA mortality is? He can't be on the basketball court 100% of the times. He understands this. Kawhi Leonard knows he can only give you 75% of participation. This is why the Kawhi load management that he took from the San Antonio Spurs was evident, was key, because it was something that he needed to help him get over the hump. And it works. People want to sit here and get on Kawhi Leonard about that, but Kawhi Leonard is smart enough to understand that NBA mortality, that he has an NBA brittle body, and if he goes 100%, he's not going to be ready for the real heavyweight lifting, which is the NBA playoffs. So yes, Kawhi Leonard is on a better team with the Clippers as opposed to the Toronto Raptors because the Raptors, like I said, was manufactured in the last minute to suit him. Whereas the Clippers, from the jump, was something that was Kawhi Leonard's doing. In so much so that we know that Kawhi Leonard challenged Steve Ballmer and Doc Rivers and said, if you don't get Paul George, I'm not going over there. Let me say it again. If you don't get Paul George, I'm not going over there. Because he understood Paul George was going to be his true Scottie Pippen to his Kawhi Jordan. Let me say it again. He was going to be his true glorified Scottie Pippen to his Kawhi Jordan. This is what Kawhi Leonard wanted with the Los Angeles Lakers, for LeBron James to come out, make that public proclamation that he would be a glorified Pippen to his Kawhi Jordan. LeBron couldn't do that. So now LeBron has to suffer his fate of continuously getting lashed up and locked up by Kawhi Leonard. Let me say it again. Continuously getting lashed up and locked up by Kawhi Leonard. Why do you think Kawhi Leonard is always doing LeBron James up every time he faces him? It's to remind him, I know you ain't talking. You didn't pick me. So guess what? I'm going to stick it to you via the claw fashion, via the Kawhi Terminator fashion, dog. I'm going to let your ass know I lord over you and you are beneath me. You are not on my level. You can't see me on this basketball court because I have one thing that you don't have, LeBron James. You know what it is? Clutchness, clutch factor. I'm an apex, true alpha predator. You would never understand this language because you are the highest form and the highest variation of a high octane beta, aka alpha wannabe. So again, recap. The team that Kawhi Leonard is on with the Los Angeles Clippers is eons better than the Toronto Raptors because, again, the Toronto Raptors was a last-minute piece makeup that Masai Ujiri did in order to appease Kawhi Leonard. Because if you recall, when Kawhi wanted out of San Antonio, where did he want to go? To LA. He never wanted to go to Toronto. So he used Toronto to build up his NBA free agency status. That's the truth of the fact of the matter. I know it's a cold-hearted, unadulterated, cutthroat truth-telling of fashion, but it is what it is. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.